$50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or
planes? It's stupid shit. It was fun.
Because of the of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
And also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweatherverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months.
Due to Floyd Mayweather's constant exhibition bouts and extravagant spending, despite a $42 million investment, Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson have openly questioned his financial stability. Their comments imply that Mayweather's wealth may be more brittle than it seems, which has fueled rumors that he is broke.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
awesome
Floyd?
Fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everything.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game up when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys. He took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong. Right. That's why he
Mike Tyson, who left professional boxing, voiced his displeasure with Floyd Mayweather's conduct after his retirement. Mayweather kept up his intense training regimen and even made a comeback for exhibition fights. This was challenged by Tyson, who implied that Floyd's prolonged efforts were motivated more by financial need than by a love for the sport, undermining the legacy of a retired champion.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin. The gym.
Someone told me this. They say he does not. He doesn't have a vice. Yeah. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
Mayweather gained notoriety when he paid $42 million for 6 commercial buildings. Although it seems like a calculated step toward long-term prosperity, this is also perceived as a response to criticism of his lavish spending. This large acquisition points to a change in emphasis from ostentatious displays to safeguarding financial resources.
We got two more deals I want to get into. Floyd Mayweather just did a big deal. It's a short one, so let's get into that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just bought $402 million in a real estate portfolio. That's dope. That's super dope. It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000 unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
His analysis of Mayweather's latest exhibition bouts, Joe Rogan pointed out that these engagements might not be motivated by a passion for boxing, but rather by the need to maintain an affluent lifestyle. Rogan's analysis highlights the potential that financial commitments, rather than individual aspirations or athletic interests, are what motivate these fights.
So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
Also
like
money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Floyd, are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a.
In addition, Rogan noted that Mayweather's highly publicized bout with Conor McGregor was a well-thought-out business move following his initial retirement. Floyd came back for the big fight, earning a whopping $100 million. Despite its financial benefits, this action was generally viewed as putting money before of competition.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Gentlemen, let's do this.
No, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. No, sneak deserves, that's that shit I don't like.
While confidence is common among exceptional athletes, Mayweather is renowned for his unreserved pride, frequently highlighting his own accomplishments and comparing himself to other boxing greats. Floyd's self-promotional style often veers into what is viewed as arrogance, alienating supporters and drawing criticism from both the public and media.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my record.
Snoop Dogg, who has experience in both the music and sports industries, distinguished between riches and being rich. Despite having amassed enormous money, Mayweather lacks the long-term perspective that characterizes true wealth. According to Snoop's observation, Floyd continues to prioritize appearances of money over sustainability.
Where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
Every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. I'm no longer rich.
While self-belief is crucial in the ring, Mayweather's constant self-comparisons to past boxing greats serve as a brand builder and a source of criticism. For many bystanders, Floyd's inability to display humility, even in retirement, has transformed adulation into frustration. He freely acknowledged that his business strategy is based on taking risks and that he invests in projects that few people comprehend because he sees them as chances to increase his wealth rapidly. Nevertheless, this high-risk behavior is frequently viewed as reckless and indicates a lack of conventional financial planning.
Experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team, as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
Throughout social media, as a sign of accomplishment, Mayweather frequently exhibits mountains of cash and bank statements. Some respect his openness, while others see it as excessive and unsteady. His extravagant displays attract attention, but they also expose him to questions about the soundness of his finances.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Mayweather made the decision to handle all of his dealings himself rather than appointing a management. While he gained enormous financial gains, this provided him total authority, but also left him vulnerable. Due to the lack of expert supervision, he has been vulnerable to fraud.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete. But I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got sting coming at my ass.
I spoke on stage with Floyd Mayweather. We really resonated, and I gave him a hard time because we were in Miami, and I go, dude, I don't watch boxing. That's not my thing. And we chit-chatted about that, and we just spoke about wealth, and we went through the thing. When he stopped boxing, he put so much capital into real estate. He's like, Andy, why didn't anybody tell me this years ago? Because he goes, I'm paying so much in taxes. I don't like the government being my partner. He took all of his money into real estate, and he's like, Andy, I've never had to work so little for so much. He made $100 million in one night. Yeah, the government took half that. Now I make a lot of money, and I never get out of it.
And bad investment choices that could have been prevented with advice.
The person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Boxing in terms of like how often do you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy, he's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing skill.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same.